Hello. So you've made the brave decision to start playing MapleStory. How should you go about it? Current Maple players might tell you to do the following. 1. Pick a class. 2. Wait for an event. And 3. Skip to level 200 through Hyperburn. But what I think you should do instead is 1. Level to 100. 2. Pick a class. And 3. Wait for Hyperburn. Why? Because if you go with the first suggestion, you're going to find yourself in this room, stuck in a long dialogue, and then you're going to be thrown into this map. You're going to be level 200, and you have zero practical ideas on these concepts. And you're going to need to figure this all out before you can actually start playing the game. I don't think that's a fun or graceful way to be introduced to an MMO. That's why I think you should manually level to 100 first. You'll be able to do it within a day, and you don't need to worry about timing it with events or picking the right class to commit to. So this is the plan. Get a character to 100 as a taste test and gentle introduction. And then if you decide you do like the game, we wait for a Hyperburn event where you'll create your main character and have a smooth start. So let's get started. Let's pick North America and pick either Kronos or Hyperion for the server. I'm going to be picking the Mercedes class for this, but feel free to pick any class. Remember not to apply any burns to it if it asks you, because we want to level manually. It will ask if you want to skip the level 1 to 30 quests. I'd recommend at least looking through the summary for a bit of your class lore, unless you're an explorer, because their writing is really bad. So we load into the game, and there's a bunch of visual noise. Let's close the achievement notifier and the Maple Worlds point window. You can press the escape key and click on settings to set options like the sound volume and graphics. Let's start by looking at the Maple guide. There's 2 views that you can toggle around with the F1 key. The minimize view gives you a quick button to find out what you should be doing next. The maximized view shows you the linear path that you can take to level up, with quick teleports to various towns and grinding maps. Let's click on our first suggested quest. So now we're in our first quest zone. Let's take a look at what items we have. Open your inventory with the I key. There is nothing much there for me on Mercedes. We have a per world starter pack that we can get from the event menu. And if it's not there, it should be in your storage. For the event menu, click on the star on the left to find the event called Heroic Gift Box Giveaway. To get to your storage, click on Quick Move while in a town and click Storage. Open the box to get some money and potions. We can open it again at level 100. There's also another per world starter pack back in the Maple Guide. Expand the Maple Guide and redeem the first reward. Inside is a very useful snail pet, which will pick up items, automatically heal you with potions, and automatically buff you. You can confirm these pet skills by holding right click over the pet icon. We have some potions, so let's assign that to a key on the keyboard with F11. Now let's take a look at our equipment. Press the E key. Assign a potion to your pet to auto heal you when you are low. Otherwise, our setup looks pretty good. It looks like we have a weapon equipped. Let's take a look at our skills and assign those to our keyboard too. We skipped to level 30, so we need to level out our first job skills. For our current second job, I'm just going to level the first skill since that seems to be the main attack skill for the Mercedes class. You don't have to worry much about skill point order in this game. You'll end up maxing everything in the end, so level them in the order that you would like. Now you're all set to start your journey. The main quests are the orange speech bubbles. You can also press the Q key to open your quest log to see more details about the quest. Levels 30 to 60 is this Rihanna Straits area. You'll want to level up your skills as you gain levels. Once you hit 60, it's time for your job advancement. Your Maple guide will direct you on that. Level 60 to 80 is Verna Mine. From here is where you'll be using the world map a lot. Press the W key to open the map. You can right click to zoom out and see the Maple world. For Rihanna Strait, we were just in Rian, and now we are in steampunky Edelstein. From your starter pack, you should already have received a teleport rock that lets you double click on a map for instant fast travel. Otherwise, you can always rent one through this button with this weird icon. Keep in mind that there are some maps that you can't teleport to. Levels 80 to 85 is Aswan in Nihal Desert. Levels 85 to 100 is Magashia, also in Nihal Desert. At these levels, you will come across a rune, which is an anti-botting mechanic in the game. You can pass it by first interacting with the spacebar and then entering the arrow keys it presents to you. You will get a temporary experience rate buff and a random map effect. At level 100, you have your next job advancement. And this is the end of your practical tutorial. We've now covered these concepts. Ideally, we go all the way to level 200 like this, but we have two limitations due to Nexon's neglect. The first is that we don't have access to higher level weapons or armor, or at least not easy access to them. From here, you'll find that you're really struggling to kill monsters. You can continue if you happen to have access to level 100 equipment, like the Frozen Set box. But also, even if we do get to level 200, we don't really have access to the level 200 skill stones. So you're still going to be too weak to one-hit or two-hit monsters. You won't have these problems when you make your main hyperband character, as they throw all kinds of resources at you. To cover the other half of the concepts, you can tune into the next video where I'll be getting this character from level 100 to 200. So I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.